So
So
this
sometimes.
is your morning voice. Oh, I see. Wow, wow, wow. Very interesting.
Nice one. Nice.
Ibrahim, how are you as well?
I'm good. Good.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Didn't you see me yesterday?
But today is a new day.
Good to see you again.
Better. All right, so let's go straight to the papers. I have the daily graphic here.
Yes.
EC must act with impartiality. In short, is the Asantehene and President Akufo-Addo, as well as the Attorney General Godfrey Eboadame. And this is from his address yesterday at the Ghana Bar Conference underway.
The President's address, you mean?
Yes.
The President says the EC must act with impartiality.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was Otumfuo. No, I'm just, because you mentioned Otumfuo there. So it's the
no.
picture is of Otumfuo, the GBA President,
And
the
President.
Attorney General, and then, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
That's a good advice.
Yeah. I hope. Yeah.
What do you hope?
So, yeah, I think the president touched on a number of things about Galamsey.
Yes.
Or I didn't hear
Okay,
right.
So,
Or he touched on it briefly.
It says, yeah, the measures deployed have yielded results. To some
But
extent.
why did he spend so much time on corruption, though?
Yeah. It says two choices. Clearing agent and government official one.
No, you know, sometimes when you are going to deliver a speech,
Yeah.
I think the theme, the theme of this year's conference has to do with something related to elections, if I recall correctly.
That would be in order, yeah.
Yes, and you know, when you are going to speak to these things, usually you speak to the theme,
Yeah.
and then you know anything that is topical,
Yeah.
you touch on it as well.
Yep.
You notice that the GBA president touched on a number of issues, touched on corruption, touched on Galamsey, which is trending at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, talked about the conduct of lawyers and the need to protect the judiciary and stuff like that, and do not put partisan interest ahead of protecting the judiciary. So you can see that I touched on every, you know, all the issues that you would think that they would touch on.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, why are you speaking now? But then again, if they had spoken earlier, what would they be speaking about today? You know, so it's one of those things. But then again, I noticed that the president spent a significant amount of time talking about corruption.
Yes.
When in his State of the Nation address, even, he didn't touch on corruption as much.
Yeah.
And, you know, the interesting things he said about him being aware of attempts to
Label him
stigmatize his family as corrupt, and his government as well as his family.
Yeah.
And, you know, there have been tons of reactions to that. People say that, so you're aware of this, and you're not aware of Galamsey, you know.
Yeah.
Because I would have thought that he would, you know, because we are in crisis at the moment.
Yeah.
The issue has reared its head. So I would have hoped that he would dedicate a significant amount of time, you know, to it.
But to be fair to the man, this is a president who said he will put his presidency on the line. I think what is bigger than this?
Yeah.
And even after saying that, we all know the situation we still find ourselves
the
in.
GBA president actually referenced that as well.
Actually,
that it's quite unfortunate and disappointing that this is it.
So, but I'm coming on the president putting his presidency on the line, right?
Yes,
Are we to blame or the president? Because the president said, punish me if I don't succeed. We didn't punish him. We gave him a second term. Right? So what he said was that he was willing to put his presidency on the line, willing to lose the elections, right, in fighting the menace. He didn't lose the elections. He lost the fight, right? Or the fight is still ongoing. You get it? But yes, generally, I think the president was giving his goodbye address, and I'm sure when you go to his social media handles, he had reproduced his speech there, and he had captioned it as his final address to the bar, as he has a power. The GBA president, I'm surprised many people were surprised. It's been an annual thing, but at least in between, he's kept mute. In between, very little to show. But at every bar conference, he hits
hard.
The right notes. In who he did that. And spoke about Galamsey again. And here we are, again, he talking about Galamsey. And I like the fact that he didn't pull punches in that regard, because where we got into, yes, see, Galamsey is a huge problem. But at the heart of Galamsey is an economic problem that nobody's paying attention to. Farmers are willing to sacrifice their cocoa farms, cut them down, and give the lands off for Galamsey activities, because it pays much more than cocoa can ever pay them. So there must be that conscious effort to get that farmer to understand that don't sacrifice your cocoa farm for Galamsey today, because in the long term, your cocoa can give you much more than Galamsey can give you. One. Two, there is something that is being done to protect the environment, which will ensure that you, the farmer, you are not allowed to sacrifice your farm for Galamsey. But it's become an economic decision. And trust me, if you leave it to an economic decision, the young man will go and pollute the water.
But then again, if we destroy everything now, what will we be left
destroy
with
tomorrow? No, that okay.
What will we be left with? What will we be left with tomorrow? Are you serious?
Are we yet to be destroyed? In a way.
No, that's the thing. If we destroy everything now, what will we have in the future?
Oh, okay, that's what you meant.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you okay? How can you be destroying everything later?
So, and then the free SHS. Okay, so I think the president is easily triggered.
Yeah.
The
Let me tell you.
president got triggered.
There are things the president doesn't like to hear. Calling him a clearing agent and talking about free SHS.
That's his baby.
It irks, like those things where there are some people that there are some trigger words. But the moment you mention, they'll be upset. Yeah. Those are the president's words, because he's never gotten over the clearing agent matter. Whenever he has to talk about corruption, he would raise the issue. But then again, Mr. President, you keep reinforcing that perception about you. So why are you complaining? You understand?
Yeah.
Akonta mining comes up, then you go and make clearing agent-like comments. Cecilia Dapa happens, you make clearing agent-like comments. Many. I mean, Ken Oforiatta happens, clearing agent comments. Why wouldn't people continuously reference you as such? It is your conduct that has reinforced that perception. So you would have to change it's just 3 months. I mean, the president is balling at the moment. Yeah. So.
But I don't know whether afterwards, I'm sure they will have a private meeting, both for the outgoing GBA president and then president. Because a similar episode unfolded in Who last year, when the president was compelled to go off script. Because Boafo had been hitting here and there and here and there. Yesterday, he got a clap back twice. The first one had got to do with the clearing agent, and I said, okay, which one would you prefer? A clearing agent or a government official one? Then we came to free SHS.
But even with that one, it's not problematic, because the president is a lawyer, right?
Yeah, he is.
And there's recent development regarding the government official one. Yeah. So I think that perhaps there could have been better jabs. Yeah. And especially with his legal background, you would want to expect that, maybe he will elevate it a little bit. But, it's politics, so I guess we can do the gutter-to-gutter politics sometimes, irrespective of our professions. And
then free SHS, of course, the GBA president repeated what Ken Oforiatta, as a finance minister, and many others had said that the affluent, those who can afford, there should be a mechanism to ensure that they pay. The president, he called it, got triggered and said they should take their children to the private school.
If you can afford, take your children to the private school.
As far as he is concerned, what he's implementing is what he's implementing.
And that is also a problem. When you oversimplify the argument and say, if you have the means, go to the private school, that is very unfortunate. It shouldn't be coming from the president. Because, see, a lot of people, many people laud free SHS. All, for those who criticize aspects of it, they talk about the implementation and us needing to rethink to ensure that we have quality. Now, in this current form, you have situations where schools are overpopulated. That's true. That can have effect on quality. So you cannot tell me that if you can afford it, take your child to the private school. Because the longer things remain the way they are, the more the quality of these schools will drop. So how do we meet each other halfway to ensure that we maintain the quality of
standard.
the schools that are already there, elevate those who are not there yet to that level as well, so that it's a win-win for all of us. You don't just rubbish people's concerns and say, if you can afford it, take your child to the private school. You don't. We did that with the basic schools.
Yeah. And the private schools took over.
They took over. Are we doing this? Because, Charlie, the government schools, government-assisted schools, they've been doing so well. I mean, a lot of us pride ourselves in the schools we went to. If the quality was was poor, I mean, you will see a lot of people
going to the private schools.
It's just like how you say, privatize this institution, privatize that. When sometimes what you can do is to ensure that there is restructuring, proper supervision, and then you'd get the quality. The person should not take us for granted.
Please, if you can afford, take your kids to the private school.
It's not right. It's not right. It's not a good thing. It shouldn't be coming from a president.
I think he got triggered, like I said. He got triggered.
No. Is that posture for me that because I started something, there shouldn't be any room for review? I mean, every policy, every program should be subjected to periodic review. And if the review demand that at the point people who have the means to pay should pay, that be it. The most important thing is offering quality education and not just education for the sake of it.
And not leaving anyone behind. And there's a way you can implement without leaving anybody behind.
Absolutely. It's like he's shutting everybody out of the conversation. If you think you can afford it, go to a private school. But no, we can have a conversation, sir.
We are headed there, actually.
We can have a conversation.
You see, not just when it comes to senior high school, it's not just about going to a private school. It's about even ditching your entire curriculum. Others are doing UK, US curriculum. They are, in fact, they are not just going to the private school. They are not even, what's the name, are going through your system of education.
Yes. And you see, what is with that is that, I mean, we cannot decide where you take your child. But if increasingly you are raising Ghanaians who are foreigners.
Of course, the way they think will be will be like a foreigner.
And so when in the near future they end up in government, which most of them will end up anyway, because a lot of them
are from good homes. I mean,
good homes, and some of them, a good number of them, to have their parents in their political class. They will go around and come back, and then you have instances where when they're leading, they are out of touch because they do not get you. Like we had in the case of the former finance minister. As Kwame Jantua would say, don't put the Dabis at the helm of affairs because they do not feel what you feel.
They don't need to go back.
Look, at the heart of education is instilling patriotism. And it's part of our curriculum. What we stand losing is that a lot of these kids who have been taught the foreign curriculum or syllabus will end up not having that level of patriotism. And it's one of the things that is even happening in football. The fact that you bear a Ghanaian name doesn't mean that your level of education will be like somebody who has played coast football, who has been here, you get it. So,
look, I mean, there was this example a lecturer gave. They talk about regional balance, for instance, in appointments. So let's say to the Supreme Court, you are appointing judges, and then you say, for regional balance, then you are Ibrahim Al Hassan, or you are Mobila or Imbila. So you are coming from the Upper East region. Now, imagine you are an Imbila, and for instance, you were raised entirely in Accra. You have no connection with the Upper East. They put you on the panel because of your name and where you come from. What is going to happen is that even though you bear the name Imbila from the Upper East region, you are not connected to them because you have, I mean, it's different from where it's different from the instances where there is a deliberate effort where they take you there, you go there, you have a connection, but you're here. You are socialized as an Accra person. So and that is very different from someone who understands the systems there, and that person is also on the panel. So,
look, in psychology, there's always that conversation between nature and nurture.
Very important.
And sometimes very where you are nurtured matters. Your way of thinking, your likes and dislikes.
So yes, please don't be in a rush to take your kids to private school. Let's all
hope and pray that the situation will be fixed
together to find the best way out in ensuring that, first of all, there is access to everybody.
Absolutely.
Nobody's left behind. But there's also quality.
There's quality.
Right?
That is all we are asking for.
Yeah.
Others. Hey, so it's because of one,
I thought you were mean that.
Ghana Bar Association conference back. It's okay. Now I'll talk again. Other stories here.
But what's that with? No. In fact, we're still on the bar conference, right? What is that with social media? The young ladies, everybody's saying, okay, so if your husband is in Kumasi and you didn't go with your husband, you haven't seen those posts. You haven't. They say that the wives whose husbands are lawyers, who are not in Kumasi, if there's a way they can join them, they should, because they have. It's a beautiful. It's like 1 week conference, right?
So what?
I'm telling you what they are writing. No, but she wouldn't even allow me to end.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying that ladies are writing on Facebook specifically that if your husband is a lawyer and he's in Kumasi, whatever you are doing, if you can, stop and go and join him. It's a week-long exercise. So you are all at the conference. That's it.
I mean, if you have work to do, you leave the work.
That's the point. If you have work to do, no problem. But the admonishment is that if you can go.
Because what's the problem? Is there fire on the mountain?
I will send you the numbers. So you call them. I'll send you the numbers.
I mean, it started with the Uga. People were saying that if your husband is there, you are home, join them. I mean, these are things that.
No problem.
These are things.
So me,
people will do what they want to, whether you are there or you are not there. You
can only hope and pray.
People will be people. If you are going to stress over some of this, you will die early.
Oh, okay.
That's
a good advice.
Yeah, when the person is enjoying, you are suffering.
Some of the worst things they happen under your nose.
Oh, okay, not bad conference, not affect. Okay, that's a good one.
What happens in Kumasi stays in Kumasi.
So they see.
You should stay there. Okay. Who cares?
And Hojo Las Vegas.
That's a good one.
All right, other stories here. Wale MPP parliamentary rerun. 3 arrested over ballot box snatch. Charlie, this matter when I heard I said, internal.
Charlie.
This will be internal matter.
There's something about Wale.
One of the people I really want to interview are people who snatch ballot box. Like, I want to understand their thought process. Like, what?
Yes. No, you see,
MP can snatch ballot papers and chew it.
Yeah,
I want to understand, like,
a pedestal higher.
You know, if you want to commit an offense, sometimes you hear a voice saying, do it, don't do it. I want to know if that process they go through, still it, don't snatch it, snatch.
This one, the only time the other small voice comes in, the wedding kwasi SMS. After you are holding it, the police people are holding you.
Avoid a crime you may want to commit. Anyway.
But you see, it's a same mentality. I mean, it's the same mentality. See, so obey no be the curious sense.
But for internal elections,
you are
I mean,
snatching ballots.
Yeah.
This one is internal, so this one, imagine you are contesting against them.
Charlie. Hey, scatter. Why is that way?
It's scary.
So we have to do another rerun of the rerun.
Now I'm lost. Look, but it is sad because you see, for these kind of specific elections, we deploy enough security. Imagine a general election where our resources are stretched, so we have just a policeman or a fire officer in the queue. What really can they do? I mean,
internal parliamentary primary.
The stakes are higher.
Yeah. But what is it? What is there? Like, what is the problem?
It is the home constitution.
They're always complaining that MPs are not paid well, we don't respect them, everything. But people are willing to kill for that position.
And so, like, what is the problem? What is a vice president backing anyone? Does he have a preferred candidate?
It's difficult to tell. But then it means that the preferred candidate should win easily. You get it? That's the point.
You know that.
It doesn't make sense. But anyway, that's it. 3 arrested over ballot box. In fact, I think we should read the story. It does not. It's not good. What kind of embarrassment is this? Hey, all right. 3 people were arrested in Wale yesterday when the New Patriotic Party parliamentary primary rerun in the constituency was characterized by violence. Ballot papers were snatched and destroyed during the sorting by people believed to belong to factions of the incumbent member of parliament of the constituency, Hajia Laraba Zuwera Abudu, and her sole opponent, Dr. Nabiru Maham. Wait, so both of them snatched?
No.
Both supporters?
No, they're saying that the supporters belong to
both sides.
Both sides.
So it says,
so they are
it says that belong to factions of the incumbent member of parliament, Hajia Laraba Zuwera, and her sole opponent, Dr. Nabiru Mahama. Electoral officers could consequently not conclude the process to declare the results. The police later took custody of the ballot boxes and their content and sent them to the Wali Wali Municipal Police Command in order to contain the situation. At the time of filing the report yesterday, Charlie, it's difficult to read it. Look at it.
Yeah, it's a printer's devil. Okay, so the long and short version of the story is that the process has been cancelled. The EC has annulled.
So they have to rerun it. Yeah, I think that they should allow other people to file.
The two of them should be disqualified.
They should be disqualified.
Honestly, that will not be bad though.
I mean, to the point where it's been done before.
Yeah.
One person emerged winner.
Yeah.
We took the matter to court.
Yeah.
Now the process has been annulled entirely. It's being rerun, and now you have oh no, again. This is
again more like I did it before. I do it again.
No, but this is unacceptable. Yeah. I think the two of them should be disqualified.
Let's see how the party handles
then
it.
Again, yes. Then again,
so it could be playing into an agenda of one of them.
Person.
Yeah,
that is why I was saying then again because it reminded me of the story in the Bible where the other baby and then she said I kill both of them.
Yeah, exactly.
No. So let's see. Perhaps there's someone with a genuine case.
Yeah. I was just thinking, imagine these two being disqualified and decide to join forces. Challenge. These are enemies you don't want.
Wali Wali has become very interesting. It's a very interesting political spectacle. Let's see how the party handles it.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
I mean, I think it will be a constituency to watch. Come December 7th. With all this wahala.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the party has up to the 13th of this month
to file.
To file.
Hey.
Yes.
They will sort it out. Don't worry. That one there shouldn't be a problem. They'll sort it out. If it warrants disqualifying one person and saying that would go with the initial result or something, I don't know. There has to be a way.
Yeah.
There has to be a way. The back page, 2025 AFCON qualifiers. Black Stars stumble again, held by resilient Niger. You were playing against Niger.
Yeah,
I thought I was playing against Nigeria.
No, Niger in Morocco.
Niger in Morocco. The pitch was good.
Niger.
So we cannot use that.
Why you say Niger? I understand you.
Football.
No, I'm just saying.
Of course,
preparation is key.
We have become terrible. That's
preparation is key.
We say there are no minnows in football. There are minnows in football. We have become. San Marino won their first game in how many centuries, and then everybody celebrated. There are minnows in football.
Me, I was going to say that Niger here, where they are even cool.
I saw a comment on Facebook that I can't repeat. And I said, "Why are Ghanaians like that? We are so high of ourselves. We think we are better than everybody."
We have.
But the reality is that
poorer and poorer.
Yeah, the reality is that things standards are declining. But anyway, we have 1 point.
Yeah.
In a group that has Angola, Sudan, Niger. We've been declining. Like.
Even that, if you don't take it, they won't give you again. They won't give you the sabola again.
If you go to the market, say you like the Niger beans.
Yeah.
Sabola. It reminds me of a book bag verse.
Yeah.
That's for another day.
Charlie, I'm done with the daily graphic.
The Ghanaian Times this morning. The race for Jubilee House, Baumia Mahama. Others filed nominations to contest December 2024 presidential poll. That's where the problem starts. Once they add you to the others, you are dead.
And many more.
But we have seen instances where people have referred to as others and they have flourished beautifully. I think Starr is an example. I think there was a time, there was a story that was published.
I think the show.
By then indeed, he was part of the others.
So there's a possibility that the others will join the main.
Yeah, just that this one is no music.
It's real life serious business.
Real life serious business.
Be there and be playing.
Yes. So Chena and Cool are now others. Okay, we hear you. Don't declare election results ahead of EC. President cautions political parties. I think the only time this happened was when Jake Otanka Obetibela was the General Secretary.
I think Chief of Staff.
Chief of Staff then, yeah.
And Director of I think Kufuor's campaign in 2004 elections.
Yeah, he declared that NPP had won. So this is good advice, internal advice.
The famous Usukaso declaration.
Yeah. Called the media.
Famous or infamous, depending on which side of the political.
Yeah. This one they almost say at so
yeah. So at the point when
people will say flipped.
Yeah.
Flipped.
Yeah.
Flipped. Then it will bab the ball. Where the comfortable.
And in the morning it become flippant.
Flippant. Flipped. Flip.
Hey.
So at the point
I can't wait for 7 December.
When Ghanaians were watching the declaration from the castle, I actually thought that it was the UN elections that have been declared. Because you can easily mistake Jake to be a white man. Calling bishops AGC to ensure impartial, lawful electoral process during December polls, and Galamsey menace. Government secures conviction of 76 Galamseyers, including 18 foreigners. That's according to the AG. Yes, we'll go for the at the bar conference yesterday. Back page of the Ghanaian Times. Black Stars fail to shine against Niger, and Ghana end under 20 Women's World Cup campaign with a win over New Zealand, a useless win. But of course, a win on the way home. It is what it is. So that's it for the Ghanaian Times.
All right, the new crusading guide, all international arbitrations to be held in Ghana, AG. Also, Dr. Bano challenges call to reduce government expenditure, and Great Ningo Alliance warns public over Odumasi lands. NPP poised to win one seat as Osebo intensifies campaign. Ghana Gas CEO calls for reassessment of FMPs in energy sector. And finally, coming up, receivers of the 23 savings and loans companies in trouble over alleged double sales and shady deals.
All right.
The receivers.
If the states decide to shine light on how assets, especially the movable assets, of these banks, savings and loans company, financial institutions that went down and down, hey, there will be somebody in this town.
Let's go to the daily guide. Daily guide. This country, what is shocking right now? Every day we wake up to a new low all the time. Front page: Bawumia sure of victory after filing nomination. It has a picture of Jean Adukwe Mensah and the vice president and flag bearer of the NPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, handing a pile of documents to the chairperson. Other stories here: NDC's corruption claims politically motivated. Was the NPP's corruption claims back then in 2016 politically motivated?
Yeah.
Mahama, others file nominations. GBA confers lifetime award in Akufo-Addo. Yes, I'm being crazy.
Yeah, some people are not happy, but then again, that's the beauty of the democracy we have. GBA was specific that the president has availed himself to every single of the 8 conferences held under him. And for that, GBA is rewarding him. GBA didn't say, we are rewarding you for being the best president Ghana has ever had. GBA didn't say, we are awarding you as a gender champion, as Galamsey champion. As you get it. So contest is everything.
Okay.
I don't know why people are catching feelings.
No, voila.
No shake.
850 standing trial for Galamsey. That's according to Godfrey Wadame, the Attorney General. And the back page: Stars failed to shine again. I heard a headline somewhere.
Yeah, they were conferring. The editors were conferring.
Where is the paper?
The Ghanaian Times: Black Stars failed to shine against Niger.
Okay, against Niger.
Yeah.
This one is failed to shine again.
Again, yeah.
I don't expect Times headline to be the same as if it's where Observer.
Yeah.
Or Statesman. I will understand.
We'll understand.
Yes.
Okay.
But this one day is not there.
Yeah.
Rodrigo upset by Charlie, have they found the guy?
The Ghanaian guy.
Yeah.
I think that story is overflowed. I think the initial one, he didn't want to go, right? So, but eventually he went, he availed himself for medicals and everything.
Then he left there in tears.
Yeah, I'm sure Nuyama is found, yeah. He will play. Don't worry.
you see, Ghanaians, you play little value on people's, mental health and everything.
Oh.
Because he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
When everybody else
is a professional footballer. You've been sued.
Please.
Go and apply your trade. What is it? Whatever he has left in Lyon, should follow him there.
Hey, Massa. Brazil need Neymar to win World Cup. And Valencia sideline forward over sexual assault. Okay. That's it for the Daily Guide newspaper.
From one daily to the other, this one is the Post one, Daily Post. Ahead of victory, Asidi Nketia submits Mahama and Professor Nana Jane's nomination forms to the EC, and warning shot fired as ballot boxes snatched during MPP's Wale primaries rerun. A nationwide demo to rock EC on September 17 to demand forensic audit of the voters' register. And this declaration was made by Johnson Asidi Nketia after filing the nominations of the flag bearer. Yeah. I think for all that is worth it, right? The EC should be amenable to some of these demands, right? So you have an electoral rule. You believe it's intact, nothing wrong, right? Just open it up. That shouldn't be difficult. I'm just saying. Or if you think the demand is needless, right, then don't open it up to those making the demand. Open it up to an independent person to verify that, these demands are frivolous, right?
You can't tell us how to do it.
Because in election management, perception is also important. Somebody may lose genuinely. May use some of these things as an excuse to misbehave. So it's important.
That's the point. Anyway, so that's it for the Daily Post this morning.
All right, still in the dailies, this time around the Statesman. Ghana Gas boss urges prompt implementation of Ghana Gas Act. Also, momentum on our side. Bawumia charges NPP to intensify campaign for decisive victory. We've transformed judiciary. Ekufuado details on page 2 of the newspaper. And NPP urged to act against recalcitrant members. Comes with a photograph of Nana Asari Kwesi Okata. You know him?
No. I think I've heard of it.
All right, back page of the Daily Statesman. AFCON 2025 qualifiers. Ghana stumbles again with draw against Niger, and Black Queens defender joins English club Luton. That's the Luton, pronunciation, right? And Accra United CEO aims at Middle League qualifications.
Okie dokie. The Daily Dispatch newspaper front page. This is a story Kojo Ansah brought to us. I suspect they probably took it from our portal or something. Russian government responsible for cocoa smuggling in Africa. That's according to the Cocoa Boss CEO. No, I think that right now the Cocoa Boss CEO,
the Wagner people are worrying us.
The loose talk is too much, honestly. How can you organize a whole press conference and say that you will not use syndicated loan? Only for the finance minister to come and say that they will use a syndicated loan along with other sources.
Meanwhile, you didn't come and say, man, can you cry?
Just say, you have not retracted. There's a business as usual. We're moving on. I mean, we are yet to understand what would push you to say those. And we haven't gotten an explanation. We are there trying to figure things out. Then you come and say this one too.
Boom.
Hey.
Russia.
Nah, man. I don't know.
But I think Russia has become our neighbor, right? What do we no? the way it is neighbor.
It's the Wagner people. But I thought these problems will go away with the death of Prigozhin.
The
Wagner boss.
Yeah.
But still, anyway.
Every time. Hey. Okay. This is speaking to the media and
Yeah, that's Bediako.
Bediako, right? Yeah, I Kojo Ansah. Can you imagine? Sorry.
Who they are better than candidate.
But there may be some truth in there, because according to the Cocoa CEO, because Russia doesn't have access to the international market,
they buy
now they use other means to obtain some of these essential commodities.
And we thank him for publicly stating.
But why? So when they are going to make this pronouncement, do they reach out to the foreign affairs? Because you see, it's like this mess. They will go and create the mess. So
yes.
There another entity who will have to go and clean it. It's not fair to the this one. Please, Justice for Foreign Affairs Ministry. I mean, remember how the minister cringed when the president mentioned Wagner in that
engagement.
Anyway.
Hey, Yes.
Yeah.
Other stories here. Hey, that's the other story.
Yeah.
No. NPS Dr. Mustafa Hamid visits.
Okay.
This is Wallahi. We'll rescue this award. We'll rescue this country, Wallahi.
Oh, goodness. The guy has become synonymous to awards, eh?
Yeah.
If you mention, hey, I will Dr. Hamid you.
Yeah.
May award.
Unfortunately, for our print friends, that has become
very.
Actually, if it's serious, what I said, Dr. Mustafa Hamid said,
I also thought him just that my couldn't vocalize it.
The man was joke.
So, NPA Dr. Mustafa Hamid visits Sinafo South and pledges to help NPP snatch the seats from the NDC.
Oh, okay. So Sinafo South, that would be Eriko Poku.
Oh, that's the Coco guy?
Yeah, that would be a downtown.
He knows his stuff, eh?
Yeah, Eriko Poku, yeah. He's good with numbers.
And then also here, Fetu Afashe, let's unite and support Uguaman to grow. That's according to the 247 the Asante Henne. That's it for the Daily Dispatch newspaper.
Okay, so Chronicle this morning is the final one I have. I will win December 7 polls. The momentum is on our side, the side of the NPP, Baumia. It says because the NDP has the momentum now, the NDP people are angry. Yeah. The NDP people are angry.
The NDP people are angry.
Yes. The Ezu people are angry with him because he has the momentum. Yeah, I mean from Mamwe.
It means that he has a steer.
Yes.
But I like his dance anyway. Yes. It's easier for those of us who don't know how to dance to just mimic it.
So it can be a dance challenge actually.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway. The steer dance challenge.
The steer never bound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how Guru got. But Guru, Charlie Guru too. So he didn't know that to be an SRC president at Legon, you need to be resident.
I thought he had filed a process to.
He's appealing.
He is appealing that. No, he can quickly just move to Cambodia and say, you know. Prayer and fasting won't make you prosperous. If I'm sure if it's not backed by hard work and this thing. But of late, many people are questioning whether hard work pays. Anyway, it's for the pulpit to disengage. Dummy pleads with Parliament to pass criminal offences bill. And there's another disclaimer here. Ghana Chronicles on X does not belong to the Chronicle. Okay, I'm sure everybody knew that. But anyway, thanks for repeating that. So Ghana Chronicles cannot be the same as the Chronicle newspaper, obviously. Quotation for this morning. Hebrews 10:35. So, do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. Yes, so I'm sure that's for about
the Bible verse, the book for me. You know, Hebrews. It became
Hebrews. What's the tree? What's the tree for
Hebrews?
Yeah,
maybe that's
the tree.
That's what the obedience gave you. Hebrews.
Or Hebrew.
Hebrew for Huma. No, just add Huma to it.
Yeah.
Hebrew for Huma.
Hebrew for Huma.
Yeah.
I'm sure the two people are sending me. What's the name?
It is Hebrew for Huma.
Hebrew.
Anyway.
I think it's the same Hebrew.
It's the same Hebrew.
Yeah.
But it's different from Hebron.
Hebron and Hebrew.
Where have you heard Hebron?
Did I go to Sunday school?
But I say you were in the choir.
Class your Sunday school.
Yesterday I was sitting here where you are now. We're singing praise and worship.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Masa.
Hebron.
I think it's the same Hebrew.
It's Hebrew for Huma.
Hebrew for Huma.
Hey.
Yeah. You got Huma to it. Hebrew for Huma. All right.
Hey, UTAG.
Can I go now?
Yes.
Or you want to give us a UTAG information?
No.
All right, let's combine local with international news. Inside newspaper is what I have. Galamsey, how Ghana's gold is turning into quicksand beneath the Fourth Republic. Also, Jane's Army of Women storm Orange Friday Street Carnival in Cape Coast. And Ayekain Doblo family head calls for police protection over land guard brutalities, threats by purported ex-convict chief. Also, the People's Manifesto, MPPs at Kennedy rights. Details are on page 5 of the Insight. And finally, SMJ, this is the international part. Socialists Movement Ghana Youth Wing condemns U.S. interference in Venezuela election, vows on ending support in fight against imperialism, oppression, others. So here too, you have others.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's not only limited to
you. Yeah.
So the socialist movement of Ghana people, no, they are concerned.
Hey. Every day, different problem. Now let's go to the various portals, right? I think we're done with the paper soon. StarRFM.com.gh front page. UTAC threatens to embark on strike over Galamsey menace. We must fight Galamsey head on. 242 GBA. And NPP Wale Wale parliamentary primary run turns chaotic. Free SHS. Akufo-Addo advises parents to opt for private schools if they can afford it. Oh, be this one. Is it a Pogo talk or be this guy?
Edujum. He said they should go, the parents can go to the schools and
but
this one is the upgraded version.
Yeah, if you can afford it. But you see, the president likes throwing that challenge. You remember the Toby 51?
Yeah.
Uncle C. Like for you. Yeah. You just leave it to your will. If you can do it, go and do it.
If the president headache, he will just direct you to what to do.
Yeah, go and do it. Do it yourself.
Yeah.
The school fees, go and pay it.
Yes. I can imagine the daughter coming before the president saying, "Oh, Mr. President, Daddy, Cynthia is calling. Daddy, Cynthia is going to say, oh, go and pick."
Cynthia is calling, say. You know what? It's a coincidence.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. He doesn't drink.
That's it.
So like, sitting in his room.
I'm not done with Starr.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, I want to feature in Starr.
Other stories here.
Featuring sitting in his room.
Another on pray under fire for irresponsible Galamsey comment. That is it for the front page or
the front page of the Starr.
Hey, oh,
it was steady.
Why did
I'm done with StarR.com.
Okay, so sitting in his room. Galamsey. To do nothing is no longer an option. So it was an option in the past. As I'm saying, no, it's a quote. I'm see, to do nothing. It's no longer an option.
Abruso. That's it.
Okay.
You can't look on whilst this thing continues.
Okay, but we could have done that in the past.
Of course.
Okay.
But we can't continuously do that.
All right. Restore trust and confidence to ensure peaceful polls pertaining to political parties. NPP parliamentary primary run. Police arrest one person. Calm restored in Wale Wale. EC announced NPP Wale Wale parliamentary primary results due to ballot destruction. Election 2024. Akufo-Addo and Brian Champon's remarks may encourage lawlessness. Professor Enin is saying UTAG demands immediate ban on mining, prospecting for minerals in forest reserves, and banks begin charging up to $20 as fees on foreign currency account. And on social media, those account owners, usually it's difficult for you to go and claim that you are a foreign account holder. But with this decision by GRA and government, they are owning up. They are ranting. They are raving and ranting because now the dollar account holders, dollar, pounds, and all the other foreign account holders are being charged extra money.
And I feel for especially content creators and some persons who need a dollar account to be able to access their funds because YouTube will pay through a dollar account and all those things. So for them, they don't have a choice. Those on the black market too, for them, they don't care.
They don't care. They keep their money.
How are you going to see the black market people sympathize with?
$20. So 20 times 16. $20 on your account if you have a foreign account.
And that's close to like 400.
You've seen the rantings.
I saw people. I was like, "Hey, Charlie, rich people's problems."
That's 400 cities.
We can't relate unless you're a content producer.
I said I couldn't relate. I saw they said, "Hey, rich people's problems."
Rich people deal with it.
They said, no, but you see, this thing can go and come and affect all of us.
And then of course.
And then the Forest Bureau operators as well and what have you. Sometimes you have to keep.
So I think it's a means to just discourage the people from keeping the dollar.
But there's a reason why the banks actually open foreign accounts. There's a reason why the system makes room for that.
People are complaining about they not even having access to their dollars, and I think there is a limit now.
How much you can withdraw?
No withdrawal per se.
Even opening
a dollar account. There are some banks where they've put it on hold at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, let's just hope that this will help our
the things that will make you angry in this country. There are many. In fact, you can go to bed, wake up, and realize that they've triggered you, and another trigger has come, and whatever. What can you do?
Every day, new problem.
Yeah. We will be here. We'll be here to at least.
But shall about 400 cities or more.
That's the point. You just did the calculation, right?
Yeah.
That's somebody's salary.
But the thing is, are they charging them in dollars or they're charging them
in dollars? So you feel it. So
no, but why should they? I would disagree that even charges in cities. Why you are not saving in cities? Why would they charge you in cities?
So it means that right now it be 400 cities. We say even.
Yeah, so you have to hope and pray that the dollar doesn't.
Yeah, if it slides again, you are. If city slides again, you are in trouble. But you see, the DRA is operating from a principle that they all know some of them. You get it? So you have dollars in the account, so pay dollars.
We should just fix our economy and let the city stabilize. We have in this.
And stop teasing old men who are changing money for a living. Stop teasing and arresting them. Recently, I heard that some old men were arrested, and I said, "Oh,
are you done?"
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. I guess that'll be it.
Yes.
For the newspaper review segment. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
You're most welcome
for joining me. We'll be back.
You've been an amazing host.
I hear you. Add Momo.
Yeah, that's not bad. Should I give out your number?
Don't be.
No.
Charlie, you guys will be back here. These people, they are not okay.